Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Carlos Perdomo, and in this channel we'll be talking about everything that has to do with filmmaking, from the whole process from start to finish. So if that's something that you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about the interview. And I'm gonna drop a lot of info, FYI. So feel free to stop the video at any point, take notes. I'm pretty sure it's gonna help you a bunch when it comes to you doing your own process. So before we start talking about the interview, I want to talk about the things that you can do and the things that you should do before the interview, and so that you're asking questions that are gonna help you build your story. But before that, you need to know what the story is about. So my very first point or advice is to get to know the story. That's the very first thing you need to do. How can you do that? I advise you that you connect with your main character or the person telling the story before the interview. And just meet with them in a place where they feel comfortable, they feel safe, a place where they can explore their feelings, that they're free to talk about it, right? So be sure that you talk to them in a place where there's no distractions. All right. I mean, you can meet with them, or you can also set up a phone call or a Zoom call. Zoom call will be better if you guys can't meet person to person, because you're able to see them and connect with them. And when it comes time for the interview, they're gonna feel more comfortable with you because they feel like they already trust you. All right. So just set this time and let them tell you the story. All right. What's up, man? And what's up? Yeah. All right. So another thing to keep in mind is, or another advice that we have for you is to stay quiet. When you're talking to your talent and they're telling you a story, stay quiet and listen. I tell you this because you're gonna feel the urge to ask more questions. Do not interrupt. Let them speak freely. Instead, you can take notes and just listen throughout the whole thing, and then at the end, you can ask your questions. You don't want to interrupt your talent in the middle of their story when they're talking about something that's emotional and it's probably leading to a build-up in your story, and you might just be there to interrupt and just mess everything up. So just take your time, wait, take notes, and then ask your questions. But listen first. Don't speak, shut up, listen. Take notes, then at the end when they're done talking, ask your questions. Okay, my next point will be to ask questions that are related to the story that you already know. And the reason why I say this is because if you start asking questions that are irrelevant to the story, then you'll get sidetracked and your story may become a little bit confusing. So even before you start asking questions, you should know what's your starting point from the story and your ending point. So don't forget to always ask questions that are related to the story. You're gonna feel the urge to ask questions because you're curious about something that they're saying, but that may not be related to the story, and you're gonna end up with a bunch of info and you won't know how to put that together into your story. So make sure that you ask questions that are relevant to the story. All right, and also when you first start your interview, ask background questions. As in, like, what is your name, what was your place of birth, because this will give context to the viewer on who the person is, the character is, telling the story, and how this character talking to the camera is relevant to the story that you are about to convey to your viewers. Another good advice that I have for you is when you ask the questions to your talent, make them repeat the question right before they answer. And I'm gonna give you an example. If you ask your talent, for example, which you won't do this, it's just an example. Hey, what did you have for breakfast today? They're gonna tell you eggs and coffee, whatever. If they just say eggs and coffee, the people watching the video are gonna be like, eggs and coffee? What the heck? I don't get it. If they answer the question saying, for breakfast, I had eggs and coffee. So now the viewer knows, oh, he's talking about, or she is talking about what they had for breakfast. So it gives more context. If you ask them, what is your favorite color? And they just say blue, that means nothing. But if they say, my favorite color is blue, then it gives a lot of context to the viewer and they know, oh wow, they're talking about their favorite color. You see what I'm getting with this? All right, and another advice that I have for you, if sometimes you're gonna be dealing with someone who's never been in front of a camera, and this experience might be very intimidating for a lot of people, and you want your talent to feel as comfortable and safe as possible. So during this process of the interview, have your subject look at you instead of the camera. For two reasons. One, it looks really good on camera when the talent is looking at you, it's looking off camera, not directly at the camera. And also it's gonna make them feel like they're having more of a conversation rather than an interview. And they're gonna forget about the camera and they're gonna just feel more comfortable, more free to talk about the stuff that you want them to talk about. And another thing that's helped me a lot is to ask meaningful questions. Ask more why questions, because why questions are more emotional. You want to create as much emotion as possible because that's the one thing that will keep your viewers engaged to the story. It keeps the story very relatable to other people. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys learned something today. If this was something you liked, please consider subscribing to this channel. Don't forget to like and share with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Thank you so much. This is it for me. And if you stuck till the end of this video, I want to leave you guys with something. I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 this year. My 20s went by super quick, and I know most of you guys feel the same way. Truth is, we only have one chance in this life, so make sure that you do what you love most. If you're left with something within this video, let it be that, follow your dreams. It is possible to make a living out of the things that you're passionate about, and even though I'm not there yet, I am on my way there, because at the end of the day, years go by, and then you don't want to find yourself at 50, 60 regretting all the things that you wanted to do and you didn't do. All right? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.